Welcome to the Poetry Set.
I blaze L's in distant memory of lost souls raised in hell that dwell in search of reality. There's days when I sit back in the days, thinking back in history. What happened over centuries to slaves was still lurking in the air as unsolved mysteries. Kings and queens, once overwhelmed with wealth and victories, now their descendants reside in inner cities covered in poverty. Straight graveyard robbery is what haunts me mentally. They should have just let us be. Now look at our torn communities. They took everything from oil in the soil to jewels and rubies, and still our past I can't overstand. How our forefathers signed agreements with the man, sold sons and daughters for a petty grand to the same madman claiming that there's a promised land, like we wasn't already there as God's children. Damn. They scheme us and lead us to believe that getting on this boat called Jesus can save us. That's even worse than getting roughed up in the 60s on the bus. Now, who's to trust? After our true ancestors cruise aboard their wicked ships, undeveloped kids with blisters on their lips get sick from seeing moms hit consistently across the head with thick nightsticks. The food served was far from delicious. It was an embarrassment, no kind of nourishment, slow in mental and physical development. Their plan was so evident, sort of like today's government. Over 400 plus years later, and I want some reimbursement. Shit, we all want cash back. Only cause our true ancestors was breaking their backs, working hard with no pay in them cramped sweat shacks. So now I'm a spoken word advocate / activist taking a crack at bureaucrat folks representing politics and justice. With reverse frowns and words that sound nice, those suckers attract masses in clusters, left and right, speaking for the public good. When it's shown in the news how in the hood we're always misunderstood and got a lot more to lose than to prove. People in the struggle should step out that cube, wake up and attack those moral fools, external believers who's running our schools, feeling as though being our leaders and superiors is somewhat cool. There's only one life to live, so do the right thing and refrain from bids. And as for our rights, we should constantly fight, cause true elaborate words excite the masses to come forth. Voice your opinions, cause our culture can't be bought. Find life's source, cause we passed the wrath and now we after cash. Continuously moving forward, improving until the revolution gets broadcast. Solid masses should throw on smoke masses to avoid the poison gases. The journey ain't hopeless, just focus, because the main purpose in life is to find the truth and to save that inner light that can provide the loot.